Good afternoon, everybody. Okay, we are going to get started on how to talk to people. I listened to a podcast and they call this guy TTP, talk to people. Like, what does TTP mean? So it's kind of funny. So, anyways, how to talk to people and how to like message people and do those things because sometimes it can be scary. First and foremost, I want to talk about that this is your business. um it's not your upline's business, it's not your sideline sisters, it's not anybody else's business, it's your business. And nobody's necessarily going to hold your hand and tell you exactly what to do. You kind of have to like think outside the box and be like, okay, should I do this, should I do this, I'm just going to try this. You can ask your upline, you can ask sideline sisters. We love this community, that's what it's all about. Ask how they would do it, but try to like take that step back and be like, okay, how would I want somebody to respond to me, and put it into your own words. I think that was something that in the very beginning, it is just kind of scary, and so you just got to take that step back. And so going with that and saying like, this is your own business, and take that step back. Messaging people, talking to people, if we don't do it on a normal basis, an 8 to 5 job, if like we're a receptionist in the back or something that we're not doing, like it can be scary to talk to people, especially for us introverts. Yes, I'm an introvert, half half. So you kind of got to take that step back and be like, okay, I'm about to send this message, and if you're starting to freak out, like, oh my God, what if they say no? What if they don't respond to me? Where is it you going to be 10,000 years from now? Is it really going to matter? Do you see what I'm saying? Is it going to matter tomorrow? Is it going to matter next week? No. So getting a no or getting no response, it's not going to matter. A lot of the times we put these micro importance on the reality of like getting a no from somebody or not getting a like on a post. We just choose to make it them that meaningful when really it's not meaningful. So just try to be aware of what meanings you place on getting a like from someone, or not getting a message back, or getting a no from somebody. What meaning are you putting to that? Change that meaning to kind of be like to a positive one. Like, oh, wouldn't this be amazing if nobody liked my posts today? This would be awesome, and just go about your life and don't care about it. And so it's a hard thing to kind of like find to let go, but the more you start trying to put a better meaning on some of this stuff, the better you're going to be. um Let me see here. Yeah, so that's kind of like that's what I've had to learn to do. If I do get something, I take that step back, I think about it. I'm like, does this really matter? No, it doesn't matter. In the big scheme of things, it doesn't matter. You create and destroy meaning in your own life to help you decrease your stress, your anxiety, your emotions. We put those things in our life to like try to help us out when sometimes it stresses us out even more. Don't try to control the uncontrollable. Just do the things, right? It's like, for example, if this happens, I'm going to be angry, I'm going to be upset, I'm going to be stressed out. No, change that to I'm going to be happy, I'm going to change things up, I'm going to do things different next time. Flip the script. You are the one who writes what your outcome is going to be. If people have to treat you a certain way for you to be happy, then that means that you're letting them control your life. You don't want people to control your life. You are in control of your life. And then a few more things here. Let's see. If you have to have a like on a post in order to be fulfilled, then you are setting up a circumstance for yourself to not be fulfilled, right? You want to desire the feeling that we can control everything. Is everybody perfect at doing this? Do we have our good days and our bad days? Yes. But work on having that different outcome when you have something negative go on in your life, and flip the script and have it be positive. Okay. So I just want to go with that because sometimes when we start sending those messages, it can be scary. So, what I like to do, if you make a Plexus post, you should and if anybody likes it, you need to reach out to them and say, hey, thank you so much for liking my post. I really appreciate it. And you can even kind of say more things like, happy Wednesday. I spilled my protein shake all down myself this morning. Today's going great. How is your day going? Thanks so much for liking my Plexus post. Would you like some more information? Are you interested in getting started? Something like that. You can even switch it to I always like to start it with like, hey, happy Wednesday. How are you doing? And then I talk about what I got going on in my life. And then I lead into it. So even if like hey, we have our spring challenge coming up. Would you like to add me to it? It's all fun to have accountability. You can win some prizes, that kind of stuff. Um, so there's those that you should do after you make a Plexus post and anybody likes it. If anybody comments on it, same concept. You write back and go with that. So I'm going to try to find all these messages in here, and then post them in here. So you guys can copy them and have them for later. There's quite a few and you can just change it up. So here's like this March Madness post that some of us did. No, I can't find you guys back in here again. Okay. Where's the comments? Somebody make a comment. Where's my comments? Chat. There's my chat. Aha. Okay. So here's this. So I'm gonna start pasting these over in here. And you guys can copy them and save them into this. So like here, morning, Christy, happy Sunday. How's your weekend going? Our son had black belt testing. It goes from Friday night to 7 p.m. to midnight. And again, just so they get to know you a little bit more. Don't just be like slamming them ready to buy my pink drink. Like start building that relationship. And so that's how you would do it. And then we'll go into that. So let's just do these first initial like reach out messages. Um, this one, here's a fall. Actually, let's just do this one. This is my favorite. This is I do the cold messaging. I did do the cold messaging. Um, and this was what I sent to everybody all the time. It's hi, newish friend. I know we're Facebook's friends, but I don't know you all that well, and I wanted to take a moment to introduce myself. I'm Shelly. We have 73 mutual friends. Day and then go into like that kind of stuff. And then at the bottom here it says, I'm sure you've seen my post about my pink drink and supplements I'm using. I don't crave sugar and carbs anymore, and I'm sleeping better, and my energy has improved. Maybe it would benefit you too, or your clients. Would you be interested in learning more about these supplements? Or you change it up at the bottom. Would you be interested in joining us in a 15-minute messenger event and change it up that way? But you guys, these are the only scripts I've ever really used, and I just tweak them and change them up depending on what's going on. Here's my follow-up message for somebody that was possibly interested in the products and then just never end up buying. It's still the same concept of what I do. Hey Taylor, happy Tuesday. How was your weekend? Blah, blah, blah. You just kind of talk about all of it. And then down here at the bottom. So also I wanted to touch base with you. It's been a while since I reached out about these supplements, my pink drink. Have things changed and you were possibly interested in learning more and wanting to give them a try? Because things do change, you guys. Even though they told you no 2, 3 months ago, things change every month, every week. And so get that out of your head. Like they've already told me no, things change. So you just keep messaging them. You keep following up. It is in the follow-up. Make sure you write their names down and have a running list that you can always go back to. I finally put mine all into an Excel spreadsheet. Do you guys see this list of all these names of people that have told me they wanted to buy and they haven't bought yet, but I constantly follow up with them. Let me see here. Oh, let's see. If you guys want to chime in, if you have some messages that you want me to, and I haven't said anything about them. This one is an old Emily Gibson script, and it's the whole script of how to talk back when people respond to you. It's kind of cool. So I thought I'd paste that into there. Oh, it's too long. Let me try to do it again. We'll just copy this. Maybe. And it's like the whole conversation. It's kind of cool. So hey, like this, so this is her initial reach out, not something I've ever done. Hey, it's been 15 years, don't know how you're doing, but I was feeling like crap and taking this gut health stuff that helped me lose 40 pounds to help me get rid of my anxiety and depression. And I poop. And poop anyway, how are you? And if they respond back, random, but actually I need your stuff, tell me more about it. So then this is the whole conversation that Emily, you guys know Emily Gibson and what she has with these people. It's kind of funny, but you can just kind of see how you banter back and forth with people and lead into it and just have a conversation. Pretend that you are um on the street with these guys.
But Shelly, it's just hilarious. And I poop. Anyway, how are you? Like that. But I mean, does that get people's attention? Does that like that's hilarious. I love it.
And you guys, and so that's what, so when I finally get somebody to say, yes, I'm interested in more about these, my thing is, and I don't know if I have it actually written down, so I can, let me see if I have it. Yeah, here we go. Once they say yes, tell me more. This is what I kind of say right here. Ask them how their day is, build that relationship, and then ask, tell me more what your health goals are. More energy, better sleep, more pooping. I seriously use the word poop all the time because people are like, what the hell? And it's like, because it's what we talk about. And then when I kind of wait and pause after that and let them answer what their health goals are. And if them come back and say, well, I need more energy, my thyroid's off, this kind of stuff, then I say, hey, may I ask if you take any medications? And do you poop every day? Because I guarantee you they're not going to tell you the first time you ask them that. So then they write back and they're like, okay, here's my list of medications. And no, I don't poop. And so I go and Google the medications, see what they're taking, and then kind of go back into that list of Plexus stuff. I don't know if I have that pulled up of what products work with that, with them. And typically a lot of times, 90% of the time, it's the triplex combo that they need. And then I say, so like, see, I say, do you poop every day? This will help me find the right combo for you. Then I say, but Google the medic. Oh, yeah, see, I did all that. See, so I can find the right combo to it and explain how it can help you. And then what I do is I find the graphic and then I send a voice message explaining how that combo can help with them. I truly believe in voice messages because you can fluctuate your voice, change your tone, laugh about things, and people can just hear all of that. So that's that. Let me see what else I have here. Oh, here, I do have it. Here, I'm going to put this all in here. I should just share the board. This is all in a board. I have it all in my one of my boards. So this is going to be too long. Can I just share the board? I'll just put it in here. Let's just stop right there. So here's what everything works for. Everything. See? I love this little guide because you guys, we can't remember all the time what everything works with everything. Like the other day, I had a gal with Parkinson's. And I don't know. And so I went and did the research. I went to the different like Plexus product testimonies page and I found some Parkinson's testimonies and saw that it's like Triplex, Mega X, and X Factor Plus. And so I got her started on the Triplex because she didn't have very much money. So it's just kind of nice to go and look back on these things. Like you're not always going to know everything all the time, and you shouldn't. We shouldn't. We're always growing and learning. And the same with these messages and how to talk to people. Just get started. Do the scary, send that message. Don't just sit back and wait for somebody to message you. Very rarely does it happen. Like that March Madness post that I just did. Do you think anybody messaged me off of it? No, but people liked it and people commented on it. So I did my due diligence. I even wrote all their names down somewhere. Well, that's what I do is when I make a post like that. Yeah, so here's like my March Madness. This was all of them right here. So I messaged all those people. Um, because they're not gonna, I mean, to me, it's not my network. And you have to kind of figure out like don't compare yourself with that imposter syndrome and be like, hey, that person's signing up all these people all the time, and she says that she never messages anybody, that they all reach out to her. Like, great, that's her. Some of us don't have that network, and we have to message the people, and reach out and just start building those relationships. So don't compare yourself to people, be yourself, know your network. If you're going to have people reach out to you, great, that's your network. If not, go do your due diligence, go do the work, send the follow-up messages and send the messages to people. You guys, for years, I've been doing this for 7 years. I started Facebook with 500 friends. I didn't have a network. Like I said, I was an introvert and I came from car sales. So I was a little bit different and I just knew and I went from car sales into radio sales, and radio sales you're taught to like cold call. You went door to door to door talking to everybody. And so I just knew the cold calling. And so that's what I did. I sent that newest friend message and I waited until they were watching me for a couple months, and then I would message them if they, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times nobody responds back to you. Who cares? Don't even go back and look at that person, because once you've messaged them, they're in your algorithms for a good month, I want to say. I feel like um and then, every time you wish somebody a happy birthday or whatever, they're back up in your algorithms and that kind of stuff. So those are kind of the messages that I like to send out and what I like to do. Do you guys have any other questions of the messages that you're kind of looking for? Let me see if I can see. Yeah, that's kind of it's easy. I mean, seriously, it is easy peasy. Um, there's just a handful of messages that you can send out, but just make sure you do the things and follow up with them, write their name down so you don't forget about them, because it'll happen. Does anyone have any questions? Or are we good? We're good, good. Well, I will end it with that and then we can stay on in chat.